Hello, I'm here, and I've once again fallen into the barotrauma rabbit hole, so I am out of backlog almost. So without any further ado, let's continue with some more Umineko When They Cry. All the pots and dishes in the kitchen started clanking at once. Okay, well never mind, I had thought that it was just the demon snake inside that one pot. I guess something else is going on. Grew even stronger. So finally, the lid to one of the pots fell off. I don't know if he dies in a tragic accident of being crushed by pots. Totally an accident. What? And from inside that pot, a slender white arm reached out? Lids fell off the other pots one after another. And another. And another. Are there 7 pots? When the number of arms grew to 7, loud, shrill laughter split the air. Not 14? No? Most people have 2 arms? Now just keep in mind everyone, there's still only 18 humans on the island. Come on, let's search. There's only one more. That old hag. Where is she? She isn't in the mansion. What about the guest house? First one wins, right? Come on, search. Find her. Don't be noticed by the relatives in the dining hall, right? And don't get noticed by the kids in the guest house, right? Search in silence, kill in silence. After all, it's still just the first twilight. She isn't in the guest house. But she wasn't in the mansion either, right? Interesting. Oh. Hey, I found her. She's in the rose garden. Now, why is she in the rose garden? Why is she standing around there without an umbrella? She's already given up? Oh mine. You blockheads can just sit there and watch. I told you, no, this one's mine. Come on, if we take any longer, we'll be scolded by Beatrice and her. Let's take care of it all at once. Oh. There, found her, surrounded her. Come on, let's get along and do it all at once, okay? Bye! Interesting. Is this someone else? Maybe this is not Landadelta, but Blancasto? Because I doubt that Kumasawa couldn't do this normally in the previous streets.
やんちゃなお嬢さんたちだこと。あの子のお友達かしら。
That child?
何こいつ、ババアのくせに。何かの間違いよ。
I'm confused. What's going on?
もう一度。こいつ、どうして私たちを防げるの？ いて。もう一度よ。
何度やっても無駄だ。この誤人できる。
私はあの子を待っているのです。
Is she waiting for Maria?
どうか呼んできてはくれませんか？
Or is she calling for Beatrice?
そのようなデッチボークを私たちがすると思う？
その必要はない。
ベアトリーチェ様。
I am wondering, because normally it's Maria that's standing out in the rain by herself without an umbrella. At least twice. Last twice.
私が権限するほどでございます。
Oh?
必ずやお目覚めと思いました。
Huh?
ロノウェイ、久しぶりですね。本当に久しぶりです。
I mean, she's been a long time employee, but as far as we know, I don't think she's furniture.
こいつロノウェ様を呼びつけに。
そしてあなたもお久しぶりですね、ベアトリーチェ。
こいつベアトリーチェ様までも呼びつけに。
Did she perhaps work in the mansion? The other mansion? The Beatrice mansion one?
よい。そのお方をどなたと心得るか。
Nope.
ベアトリーチェとは、
Oh.
そもそもそのお方の名。
Huh?
わらわはそれを受け継いだに過ぎぬ。そのお方こそはわらわの師匠、先代ベアトリーチェ教だ。
I thought at the beginning of the prologue she kind of dismissed her teachers not being able to reach being an endless witch.
先代ベアトリーチェ教。
Gold butterflies appeared in ones and twos from the Garden of Roses and began to gather around Kumasawa. Then, after she was wrapped in a golden sparkle, she burst and disappeared, and Kumasawa's form was no longer there. You see what we saw in the prologue, presumably? Instead, there was another golden witch, the one who once taught the path of an endless witch to Beatrice, and the only person Beatrice ever called teacher. Her hair was long, beautiful, and vividly youthful, and her figure in that elegant dress couldn't possibly have been mistaken for an old lady. No, this looked like a completely different person from Kumasawa. Yep.
これはお師匠様。再びお会いできる日が訪れるとは夢にも思いませんでした。
ええ、私もですよ。よもやまた眠りを妨げられるとは夢にも思いませんでした。
まったく厄介なところでお目覚めになられる。いつもの通りお休みであられたなら、第一の晩を何も手こずることなく終えられるのに。いや、むしろ歓迎すべきですかな。少々退屈しておりましたところで。
相変わらず悪趣味な遊びで罪もない人々をもてあそんでいるようですね。無限の魔女の力は決して人に迷惑をかけることに使ってはならないと何度も教えたはずですよ。
そう言うなよ、お師匠様。退屈は私たちの天敵じゃありませんか。それから逃れるためのちょっとしたスパイスに過ぎませんよ。侵食が進めば進むほどにわらわの力は強くなり、わらわの眷属は呼び出しやすくなる。
So I'm gonna assume corrosion is like mental corrosion?
しかしそれは同時に お師匠様の封印を解くことにもつながったとはな。
I'm not sure.
それを予見していたからこそ、私はこうしてあなたのすぐ近くで眠りについたのですよ。願わくば二度と起こされぬことを夢見ながら、こうしてあなたと再会してしまったのは私にとってはとても悲しいことです。
That's a very big goof.
相変わらずお師匠様は食えないな。炉の上、家具の子たちを下げなさい。家具は主に仕えるだけです。すべての罪は主が背負います。
かしこまりました。マダム・ベアトリーチェ。
その名はもうその子に譲りました。さあ、下がりなさい。家具の娘たち。私は一度聞かぬとしても二度言います。しかし、三度目は口にしませんよ。
下がりなさい。煉獄の七姉妹。巻き添いになれば塵と化しますよ。
下がれ、みんな。
Renove and the seven sisters of Purgatory retreated. After that, what remained was the Beatrice whose daring expression didn't falter, and the teacher Beatrice who had given up that name and wore a composed smile.
さて、お師匠様、久しぶりの再会にはどんなお茶のご用意が良いかな。
そうですね。ほうき星の訪れよりも久しい再会です。もてなしてもらいましょうか。
Well, surely it would depend on which comet.
粗相があるようならば、我が名と無限の魔女の称号返してもらいますよ。
無限の魔女にも免許更新制度があったとはな。仰せのままに、お師匠様。あなたの弟子がどれほど立派になったか、そしてとっくの昔にどれほどあなたを凌駕したか、とくとご覧に入れましょう。
The air between the two Beatrices seemed to explode with sparks. Oh. Just by glaring at each other, they purged all the spirits from that space. As I watched, the seven sisters shivered. After all, if they had retreated just 3 steps less than they had, they would already have been turned to dust by now.
さあ、いらっしゃい。ベアトリーチェ。あなたにその名を譲ったことが私の生涯でただ一度の後悔です。その過ちを今自らの手で修正しましょう。
そりゃあ違うぜ、お師匠様。わらわのただ一度の過ちはこの程度の力を学ぶのにあんたに弟子入りしちまったことだぜ。何が無限の魔女だ。こんなの気づくだけの力じゃねえかよ。それをもったいぶって偉そうによ。お前の出番はとっくに終わってんだよ、お師匠様よ。
But nevertheless, she still uses the summer. Face. Okay then. Huh?
うわけがわからねえ。一体目の前で何が起こってんだ。
Who is this person you should be asking?
かわいそう。
Wait, what?
私の弟子が迷惑をかけていますね。謝ります。
What are you doing here?
あんた何者なんだ。熊沢のばあちゃんがどうしてこんな姉ちゃんに化けるんだ。つうかあんた誰だよ。わけがわからねえ。これは何の特撮なんだ。俺は頭がどうにかなっちまいそうだ。
私はあの子の魔女の師匠です。かつての名はベアトリーチェ。
You hear that, Battler? Another Beatrice.
あの子が私を継ぐときにその名を送ったため、今は名を持ちません。
あんたがすでに言い切っちまってるが、俺はあんたの弟子のせいで大いに迷惑しているぜ。頼むから責任取って何とかしてくれ。じゃなくて俺はこんなの信じねえぞ。魔女も魔法もあるもんか。こんなめちゃくちゃバトル俺は認めねえぞ。くそったな。俺は何を信じりゃいいんだ。
No, real life has got some really impressive special effects these days. I mean, just look around at that 3D animation all around you.
あなたらしい、とても短気なもてなしですね。
さすがお師匠様。この程度じゃバカバカしくてまぶたを開く気にもならないらしい。島ごとぶっ壊す気でなきゃ無理らしいぜ。さあさあおいでなさい、双剣の戦闘。
Huh. In response to Beatrice's summons, a terrific earth tremor split the rose garden. And on either side of her shoulders, two massive war towers sprouted and stabbed into the heavens. They stretched up to 100 merut tall, and each had over 360 ports. And the family doesn't notice any of this going on outside. Hey Batter, maybe you want to have a look outside in the rose garden. Let me guess that's Grimoire? This word is probably related to a fictional unit of link from Noska Valley of Wind, which seems to be about 1 meter long. Wow, who would have expected that one root is around 1 meter? Anyway, there were water towers of the god's arms core, which had prevented even groups of ancient heroes from invading their sacred grounds. As Beatrice elegantly floated in a gap between the massive two-headed towers, she looked down on her teacher, sneering with a sense of absolute superiority. With the two massive towers lined up behind her shoulders, the witch looked very small, like a butterfly dancing between huge trees.
蝶に化ければ買わせるとか思うなよ。双子塔の弾幕密度じゃあんた虫ピンの昆虫標本どころかめった刺しの針刺し人形だぜ。
There were 720 ports open on the towers, and godly soldiers readied their multi-shot ballistas. It's getting a bit ridiculous. Just a bit.
それであなたの手番は終了ですか？
I play What of Greed.
それが遺言かよ。ぶっ放せ
I might. That was very loud for me. I might lower it for you. Just so your ears are still alive. The ballista shots outnumbered over 1,000 were all fired at once, drawing a beautiful geometric curtain of death. The boorish sound as the bowstrings were played was probably even deeper than that of a reaper swinging its sickle.
さあさあおいでなさい。墜落せし塔よ。 一なる言語を恥ぜ、その罪を知らしめよ。
Is that a reference to the Tower of Babel, I think? The sky was stained in incandescent red, and from between the clouds a blazing massive tower fell upside down. The massive falling tower and its rubble, sucked in the thousands of ballista shots, so that not one of them approached the body of a witch who had summoned it. That's right, no group of people, no matter how large, could approach the mysteries of heaven. That was the reality of the fallen tower.
さすがお師匠様。いちいちやることがでけえや。
私の手番は終わりませんよ。さあさあおいでなさい、イバルディの息子たち。我にふさわしき槍を与えたまえ。
As the massive crimson tower had fallen and made a terrible gold-coloured explosion, a massive spear appeared from inside those flames, so tall like a tower, that you had to look up to see it all. See all of it, rather. It was too large even for a giant's hand. That divinely beautiful spear of the gods was so massive, it gave the illusion that the fallen tower had turned into a spear of the same size. It was the spear of certain victory, but none could escape.
無用の双子塔ですね。自ら左右の退路を断つとは愚かしい。一本の槍をもお前は防げない。
When she snapped her fingers in command, a massive tower-sized spear shot Beatrice like a lightning bolt. It aimed right for the middle of the centre of the Golden Witch's heart with extreme precision. She danced in the gap between the towers like a butterfly, slicing straight through the air like a flash of lightning.
こんなところでグングニルが弾けるとは。やっぱりお師匠様はすげえな。はぜろ、役立たずの塔。いでよ、巨人兵の戦列よ。その盾と胸で神なる槍を防ぎきれ。
I can't think of this as anything but ridiculous. The shoulder of towers exploded in gold. They became several billion gold butterflies. I sacrificed this card to play this other card. Those butterflies took the shape of 7 massive armored soldiers. Each stretched a full 50 minutes into the sky, and they lined up in front of Beatrice, protecting their master and holding massive shields that towered like windmills. They were as massive as mountain range. Impressive that they could fit on the island then. The witch behind them was like a small moon hiding behind the mountains. Once in the past, when the massive shields these giants held had been readied by the whole regiment. They had protected King Wilhelm's castle not only from arrows, but from the wind and rain. For when they had faced upward and held their shields to the heavens, not a single raindrop had gone through.
愚かな。神聖への敬いを忘れた魔女の哀れなことです。神の槍を巨人ごときで防げるとお思いですか。
道理ですね。人間の金属でいくら武装しようとも神の槍は防げません。マダムの見事なエポレットメイトです。
そんな、ベアトリーチェ様。
もちろん忘れませんともお師匠様。さあさあおいでなさい、ヘパイストスと弟子たち。我にふさわしき盾を与えたまえ。
Golden whirlwind arose at the feet of the giant soldiers. It was a cloud of countless butterflies. They attached themselves to the massive shields like gold leaf, sparkling like they were a gold mirror. It was the absolute defense of the wall given to a goddess by the chief of the gods. the Aegis shield. And the holy spear, which left a dignified tail behind it like a comet, crashed into the mountain range of that golden shield. There was a terrible thunderous roar. It was like the creaking of the pillars that held up the heavens, and yet none of the family members will notice it. We were just like, ah yes, the storm was still going on, da-da-da-da-da. The divine spear spun around and round, and was sent flying in the direction of the setting sun.
ありえない。真相を防いだ。
いいえ、違います。神なる槍が避けたのです。絶対の槍と絶対の盾は争ってはいけないのが神々の掟。それはつまり防いだのと同じことですがね。
このような荒事ばかり腕を上げましたね。
むしろお師匠様はこういうお遊びが相変わらず苦手なようで、わらわからのお返しだ。法典にのっとり、槍には槍でお返ししましょうぞ。
Yeah. Which spear will you choose? Will it be one that I recognize? Probably not. The giant soldier battle lion, which had fully blocked the divine sphere, released its holy gold shields. Shields fell to the earth, making the ground shake. When they did, another gold whirlwind arose, and the 7 gold shields changed their form into 7 massive spears of lightning, lying on the ground. At once, each of the giants lifted one of their legs high, and firmly stomped it on the tips of their handles. As the earth shook with a thunderous sound, the 7 lightning spears spun beautifully and flew up above the giant soldiers' heads. They scattered into a golden splash and began to fall before the giants. Each of the giants squared off, and with the force of their whole body, they kicked and smashed them. The broken pieces numbered exactly 30, and became lightning spears of exactly the same size as the originals, which made 210 for the 7 giants, and all of those burst at once, each splitting into 30 thorns, for a total of 6,300. They became a barrage of thunderclouds, drawing a beautiful geometric pattern, and then each changed into 3 bolts of lightning, so that's 18,900 thunderbolts shot of the predecessor Beatrice. I doubt it.
さすがやりますね。
Really? She didn't defend?
まだだ。
Okay, yeah. That bundle of almost 20,000 thunderbolts must have reduced the teacher's body to dust. But there had been no resistance. Beatrice knew immediately that she had been fooled. At that time, from the direction that the sun had supposedly set, she felt the impossible rays of sunlight. A brilliant ray of light shone on her profile. It was the figure of her teacher, holding aloft the spear of the gods that had supposedly been repelled a short while ago. She bore a sparkle like the sun on her back, and made it shine in the incarnation of darkness. As Beatrice watched, she was trapped like a mouse in a cage, cornered in a dead end formed by the giant soldier battle lion. By now, the predecessor Beatrice had seized position directly alongside that lion.
これでお遊戯の時間はおしまいですよ、ベアトリッチ。
Have I?
わらわが側面を許しただと。
Her old expression hadn't faltered even once, but now it twisted for the first time. Faster than Beatrice could click her tongue, the predecessor Beatrice released the holy spear. As it leapt through the air, it changed its form once more.
さあさあおいでなさい、ロベルグの兄弟たち。我に巨人を砕きし天の鉄槌を与えたまえ。巨人兵ども、わらわを守れ。何をしているか、ノロマども。
I think I will be ending it there for today. I will just say first, a couple of days ago, there was a new episode of the Unlimited Blade Works abridged, and so during this whole fight, one of the only things I could think of was the fight from the abridged series, where it's just like, spell, counterspell, my own spell, counterspell, just constant counterspelling of each other, basically, for at least a few rounds. It definitely felt like that, this here. It's a very ridiculous fight, I will say. In any case, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know any feedback you have in the comments, and until next time, see ya.